I started in 2014. That was my first season with the Mississauga Dolphins. It's been a great journey so far. Lots of ups and downs, but mostly ups. We've won a few championships for the time I've been here. A lot of seniors that have helped me throughout my journey as well. There's a lot of names, so I'm not going to name any names right now, but they know who they are, especially since 2014, really. Yeah, that's been my journey so far.
So when I started Dolphins, there was a lot of youngsters. We played EDCL back in the days with different teams in Powerade Center and fields around Mississauga, and we made a pretty good impact as a youngster team, and we've been going through from there, and we are sort of in that senior scenario now, but overall the journey's been good.
2014, we pulled out a team from Toronto District Cricket League because we figured that we need to learn more and play a bit more of a recreational cricket before we go into a bit of professional stuff. From there on, the guys worked really hard. We had teams in Brampton Etobicoke Cricket League, MCL, Brampton Cricket League. Played pretty good cricket. There was a time we were not losing a single game.
In the semi-final, we were facing the top side, one of the top sided with one of the best players which were playing in the Canadian side. Even Cecil Pervez, I remember he was bowling against us. It was really hard to score against him, but we made a comeback, and I scored 100. Couple of other guys pitched in, and I think that was the best match in that 50-over league. Finals, the same thing. We had a crowd against us. It was all West Indian brothers and sisters who were against us. They were there with their microphones and all, and it was huge pressure on us. Also a side which had international players from Trinidad, Tobago, all coming together playing against us. But I guess it's just the shared motivation and dedication we had, and the momentum we carried after huge losses that really helped us in winning the championship in 2012.
A little background story, we were chasing, and I think GTCC was a favorite team at that time, and it was the match was at FCC, and we had everybody from Brampton showed up. It was a full party going on. We had people who supported us, people who hated us, people who wanted us to lose. It was a packed house, and till this day I remember when the first inning ended, we came down sitting in the dugout, and I was enjoying my pizza, and there was so much emotion and pressure, and all of a sudden we had 3 players who were padded up, and the captain told me, "Pad up." I told you I did not enjoy the pizza, and what was going in my head at that time was like, I better perform, because when you have so many people watching and come to see you, some of them wanted us to lose badly, so I wanted to make sure I do something different for our team, and luckily I fired that day and we won the championship. So that was one of the memories that will remain with me for a while.
So yeah, a lot of memories there. We ended up winning 3 championships on the same weekend, and that to me is one of the best year we had as a Dolphins family.
So we went through a non-profit transition in the year 2015. So it was a big transition, as we were really growing from just a cricket club to more of a community-involved sport or a community-involved club. As the expansion was happening, we're getting a lot more involved with local communities, local leaders. So attaining the status was very critical for us. It also allowed us to to associate ourselves with the city and associate ourselves with the different other leagues, and definitely help us get to the next level. And we're still trying to, achieve the best club kind of status within the GTA.
One of my favorite memories playing cricket in Canada is definitely the 2015 final that we played for MCL. It was a great game. We were almost everyone gave up, but that day I guess it was my day, and then with the help of my other player, Imad and Nidal, we brought it home for the team, and we won the championship that day.
After winning a lot in 2014 we realized, okay, now it's time for us to move back into the Toronto District Cricket League in 2015. We pulled out our teams from Brampton Etobicoke District Cricket League, and we put in teams in Toronto District Cricket League. We did pretty good. For the first year, we had team in first division and fourth division, and the fourth moved into third, and the first moved into Premier that year. Unfortunately, we couldn't qualify for the finals, and both the teams lost in playoffs and semifinals. Our MCL team and the BCL team did pretty good. Both the teams won the championship, and it maintained our record of winning a championship every year since 2012. In 2016 is the year we decided to revamp our program and focus more on long format cricket. We implemented a lot of disciplinary measures in the club, focused a lot on youth, pushed our seniors to perform or sit out, and it worked out at times, it did not work out at times, and we pissed off a lot of seniors that year. And at the end of the year we won a championship, but we had to lose a lot of our senior members due to issues that we had internally.
2016 was a very memorable year for me. I actually got employed and unfortunately had to move to the US. So I was working in New York, which is not that far, but I was so passionate about playing cricket. I actually came 8 times over the summer just to make sure that I qualified for the finals, and then I played the finals as well. So every time I came for a weekend, I made sure I played like as max as I can for the Saturday and the Sunday. And once you know that you're coming for a particular motive, you actually give it your 110%. So actually, that was a very good year for me as well. Like I remember scoring like more than I usually did in the previous years, and we went on to in the semifinals, in the finals as well. The final game, the championship game. Like I think it's been a while that we had made the playoffs and not actually won the championship. So we were really motivated to actually get that this year. I remember the final, like it was a King City. We were playing. It was a bit of ups and downs. We had them out at a good score, but then I realized that we lost a bunch of quick wickets. Me as well, one of them. So the pressure was on. Had a fleeting moment of indecision where I thought, oh, this is done, we have lost it. But I remember Farzan and Faiz played an amazing knock. It's more like a year-defining knock, I would say as well. And I remember we ran onto the championship as we scored the winning runs, and that was a good night. Yeah.
So 2017 was a special year. You know, I joined the team midway through the season, right before the deadline. You could call me like a free agent type of thing, just like Kawhi moved to LA right now. But no, I moved because it felt like home in a family environment, which is the same exact reason actually Kawhi's moving. So it felt like family. Went there, everybody welcomed me with open arms, and we shared the same vision. That was to win the championship, play Premier, and then get us to Elite, which is a more competitive level and a more senior level in Toronto. So that was a great year for me personally, and for the team at the end of the thing, and at the end of the day, because that's the ultimate goal, right? Winning a championship, and then that kind of led us to where we are right now. We've been in Elite for 2 years now, currently ranked 4th or 3rd in our 2019 season, and then we just missed out the playoffs last year. We ranked 5th, but honestly, I can't be more proud of the guys that have, either represented that division or just a member of the club, because I think they're putting in a lot of hard yards in the off season and making us become a better club and a better organization.
2017 was the year when we redeveloped ourselves, our brand, and our identity in GTA. Really thankful to Daniel Abrar of taking the initiative of bringing in the guys that would play for the club just to win the games and the championships. So that was the year where he took over the operations and forced me to sit out and see the action happen in front of me. It worked out really well. We had the guys come in from different leagues, different teams, and they wanted to play for us and bring us to a higher division. and that year was the first year where we have to win the championship to move up. So luckily we won the championship for Premier Division on a Saturday and moved to Elite. On Sunday we won the second division, moved on to first division, and yeah, that was the year we got Arman back as a full-time member for the club, and it worked out. And at the end of the summer, he mentioned to me that he wants to take over the cricketing aspect of the club, and he wants to focus on the juniors, because that was also the first year where we had our under-19 team in TDCA that did pretty good. We found some players that can potentially, play for the country in coming future. ...2018 was a season when we had our team in Elite. That was our ultimate goal in 2014, which we set up for the club. We had a team in first division in TDCA. We moved all our teams from the smaller T format leagues like T25 or T20 MCL, BCL, EDCL. We had nothing of that sort. We added an extra team in the TDCA in third division. We had our junior team, plus we merged with a club called Cricket Club of Canada, which added the teams as a whole club to 13. So there were games left, right, center. It worked out for us in a very good manner. Guys got a lot of game time. Our elite team did pretty good. Unfortunately, due to several rainouts that year, we had a game which we had to win to qualify for playoffs, which we lost at the end. Our first division team was struggling to even maintain their standings and stay in the division. We're on the verge of getting demoted, but the guys held on to their nerves and took the team to the finals, which was an amazing feat. One of the best games I've ever played, the semi-final. The third division team was impressive the whole season. They kept on winning, and ended up winning the championship. The juniors, they grew up and they played in Elite, First, Premier, wherever they got the chance, and that really helped us grow as a club in 2018.
So in 2018, I found the guys through social media, and Adil invited me for a net, and after that net I just kind of kept going back, and I decided that I wanted to join for that season. I think it was a really good season. I mean, on my debut I picked up 4 wickets, so that was probably one of my most memorable games. Moving forward, the season kind of continued pretty well, and I was pretty happy that we ended up winning the Div 3 championship for Toronto District Cricket Association. So that was pretty cool, winning a championship in my first season with the club, and it's just cool to see that this is kind of like a tradition here, and hopefully we keep it up this year as well.
My experience has been really great. I mean, starting off when I came, I only knew a couple of guys, probably 3 to 4. Being the elite guys, Javeer, Arman and them. But soon after the first practice, I knew everyone, just because, Dolphins is not a club, it's a family. And I started to realize that, after first and second practice, it's very inclusive. Everyone's very supportive of each other. And that's one thing that I was looking for when I was trying to, figure out which club I should go for. This club is definitely going to be my last club that I transition with, just because of the unity we have. Everyone supports each other, like I mentioned before. It's a brotherhood, and the way we play cricket is competitive cricket. Everyone wants to play to win, and I think that's the most important part, and that's why I enjoy being with Dolphins, because of the competitiveness.